Hello, it's me, Peyton, and I'm going to be reading Chapter 1 of Goosebumps HorrorLand, The Wizard of Ooze. Let's go. Part 1. Scary. Gabrielle and I stopped in front of the carnival game booth. I read the big green and purple sign, the playpen. It's not how much you win or lose, but how much you scream your head off. I rubbed my hands together. These games look awesome, I said. Maybe we'll win some cool prizes. Gabriella tossed her wavy black hair. When I was little, I won a goldfish at the carnival, she said. Carnival. It was in a plastic bag filled with water. It was totally gross. I squinted at her. Totally gross. She nodded. When I carried it into the house, the bag broke open, the goldfish in the water gushed out, and my dog swallowed the fish. I cried for hours. You always were a big crybaby, I said. Was not. She gave me a hard push and stumbled into the playpen. Let me just focus it for you guys. Okay. I stepped up to the first game booth, Skull Toss. A big horror in purple overalls leaned on the counter behind him. I could see a mountain of grinning human skulls. She shoved 3 eyeballs across the counter toward me. Actually, they were ping pong balls painted to look like eyeballs. Gabriella stepped up to the counter. What do you have to do? She asked. The horror tossed an eyeball into the empty eye socket. She growled. If the eyeball sticks, you win a fabulous prize. You'll never forget 3 eyeballs. You'll never forget it. 3 eyeballs for $1. A fabulous prize, she asked. I'm lying about that part, the horror said. Want to play? He tapped the eyeballs on the counter. I pulled $2 from my pocket and handed them over. We'll both play, I said. Just 1 second. Well, we'll both play, I said. Gabrielle's first ball bounced off the skull forehead with a clunk. Her second toss hit a nose hole and bounced away. Her third toss missed the skull and hit the canvas at the back of the booth. You lose, the horror said. I grabbed the ping pong ball, pulled back my hand, and I tossed. Yes, I cried. The ball slapped into the open eye socket and stuck. And then I gasped as the skull opened its jaws and let out a shrill scream. I froze. I stared in shock as the skulls all started to move. Their jaws made disgusting clicking sounds. Whoa. Their breathing made a whistling sound as it was escaping their mouths. The air suddenly smelled sour. The horror uttered a cry and staggered back. His eyes went wide and with fear. No. Oh no, he wailed. No. Did you wake the dead? Chapter 2. Gabriella and I didn't have time to move. The horror grabbed my wrist. What did you do? He demanded. What did you do? And then I burst out laughing. The skulls all stopped clicking their jaws at once. "It's a joke," the horse said. He let go of my wrist. "I knew that," I said, but my heart was still pounding. "Funny," Gabrielle said. "Does Marco win a prize?" The horror reached under the counter. He handed me a tiny gray piece of fur. It looked like a dead caterpillar. "Enjoy it," he said. I held it up to study it. "What is it?" I asked him. "A deadly piranha fish," he said. Careful, it bites." "This guy is a riot," Gabrielle muttered under her breath. We turned and walked away. "You can't give that to Zeke. It's terrible." I tossed it into a big trash can. Some of the fur stuck to my fingers. I looked around. "What should we play next?" Gabrielle pointed to a crowded booth across the road. "How about zombie darts?" Zombie darts. We wandered closer. I could see blue-faced men and women staggering stiffly at the back of the booth. The zombies grunted and groaned as people tossed the darts at them. "That looks easy," I said. Maybe suddenly a man stepped in front of us. I almost walked right into him. He was tall and wide and had a broad black mustache on his round face. He wore a tall red cap with the words "Play to Win." His shirt had tic-tac-toe games scrawled all over the front. He wore a checkboard vest. His belt was made of playing cards. He leaned close to us and whispered, "Want to play the good stuff?" Excuse me," I said. I said, "Tired of the baby games?" he asked. His dark eyes flashed. The big mustache twisted. "He want to play some real games? Have a little excitement. Do you have a better prize?" Gabrielle asked him. One second, guys. Okay, good. I nodded. "Good games, good prizes," he said. He seemed tense. He glanced all around as if he was being followed. I saw droplets of sweat on his forehead. "Who are you?" I asked. He adjusted his playing card belt. "My name is Winner Tackle. I'm the game master. I'll take you to a good game." I turned to Gabriella. "Should we check this out?" I whispered. She shrugged. "Everybody wins. Nobody loses. Much." Winner exclaimed. "Remember, a winner never quits and a quitter never survives." "Survives? You're joking, right?" Gabriella asked him. "Of course I'm joking," he replied. Follow me." His stomach bounced in front of him as he walked. He kept glancing behind him to make sure we were following. He led us along the brick wall at the back of the carnival games. Then he followed him. Then we followed him to the Then we followed him to a little black door cut into the wall. The doorway was low. We had to duck our heads as we stepped inside. Our shoes scraped the dirt floor. As we walked through a long, dimly lit tunnel, the air grew colder. The tunnel dipped downhill. Was he taking us underground? Where are you going? I asked. My voice sounded hollow. It echoed off the tunnel walls. You can't. To my special game room, Winner replied. You can't lose. After all, my name is Winner. The tunnel grew narrower. He had a tune wideways. He had to turn sideways to squeeze through. His mustache twitched as he grinned at us. I like all kinds of games, he said, even dangerous games. How about you? Dangerous games? I grabbed Gabrielle's arm. I don't like this, I whispered. Are you making a big mistake? Now on chapter 3. On the next vid, we're going to do chapter 3 and 4. Goodbye!